On today's episode, we cover our top 5 picks for the world's cutest animals. Number 5. The Tarsier. These adorable, large-eyed creatures can be found on the Southeast Asian islands of the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. This primate is the oldest surviving on the planet, and it's believed they have been around for 55 million years. That's 55 million years of being totally adorable. When born, they have their eyes open, and a body full of fur. Within a day they can be climbing trees, and begin hunting for their own food. Tarsier's eyes are enormous. Each eyeball is approximately 16 millimeters in diameter, and can be as large as their brain, or in some cases even larger. They are a completely carnivorous species, and feed on insects and reptiles, such as lizards and snakes, as well as frogs, birds, and even bats. Tarsiers have never been able to form successful breeding colonies in captivity. Due to the special feeding requirements of a tarsier, this has been unsuccessful. That is until Carlito Pizarras, also known as the Tarsier Man, opened a sanctuary on the Philippine island of Bohol. Located near the town of Corella, the Tarsier Research and Development Center is having some success restoring tarsier populations. Although tourists are unable to enter the protected conservation sites, you can still visit the research center and see these cute little animals for yourself. Number 4. The Pika. This small, super cute, mountain-dwelling mammal is found in Asia and North America. With its short limbs, round body, even coat of fur, and no external tail, they resemble their close relative, the rabbit. The large-eared Pika of the Himalayas and nearby mountains is found at heights of more than 20,000 feet, among the highest of any mammal. Pikas prefer rocky slopes and graze on a range of plants, mostly grasses, flowers, and young stems. Also known as the whistling hare, because of its high-pitched alarm call, they will call out for each other during mating season, and they also send warning calls when predators are near, or if another Pika is encroaching on their territory. 2 species can be found in North America. The American Pika is found primarily in the mountains of the western United States, and far southwestern British Columbia. The collared Pika can be found in northern British Columbia, the Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Alaska. In the mountains of Eurasia, Pikas often share their burrows with snowfinches, which build their nests there. Pikas require cold temperatures to live, and can die if exposed to temperatures above 26 degrees Celsius. Number 3. The Fennec Fox. This lovable, small fox is native to the deserts of North Africa, ranging from the Western Sahara to the Sinai Peninsula. It inhabits small sand dunes and vast treeless sand areas, with sparse vegetation such as grasses, sedges, and small shrubs. Its most distinctive and cutest feature is its unusually large ears. These ears serve to dissipate heat and listen for underground prey. Its coat, ears, and kidney functions have adapted to the desert environment, with high temperatures and little water. Their feet have very hairy soles, in order to protect them from the hot sands of the deserts. It mainly eats insects, small mammals, and birds. This animal can survive for an indefinite amount of time without water, getting hydration from the plants and animals they eat. The fennec has a lifespan of up to 14 years in captivity, and about 10 years in the wild. In compacted soils, dens are up to 1,300 square feet large, with up to 15 different entrances. In some cases, different families interconnect their dens, or locate them close together. They are nocturnal, and will hide from the heat in their dens during the day, spending the nights hunting and playing. Number 2. The Quokka. The quokka, also known as the short-tailed scrub wallaby, is a small macropod about the size of a domestic cat. They are found on some smaller islands off the coast of Western Australia, particularly Rottnest Island, just off Perth, and Bald Island, near Albany. Like most macropods, quokkas eat many types of vegetation, including grasses, sedges and leaves. They have a very fast gestation period, and will give birth within a month of conception. Females give birth to a single baby called a joey. Females can give birth twice a year, and produce about 17 joeys during their lifespan. The joey lives in its mother's pouch for 6 months. Once it leaves the pouch, the joey relies on its mother for milk for 2 more months, and is fully weaned around 8 months after birth. Quokkas were once more abundant, and living on open landscapes. When the Europeans arrived in Australia, they introduced new species, some of which became predators to the quokkas. This caused their habitats to eventually shift to islands and forests, where there were minimal predators and more vegetation. Rottnest Island is one of the best places to go visit these adorable creatures. Number 1. The red panda. Also known as the lesser panda, this small mammal is native to the eastern Himalayas and southwestern China. The red panda's place on the evolutionary tree has been debated, but modern genetic evidence places it in close affinity with raccoons, weasels, and skunks. It is not closely related to the giant panda, which is a bear. However, it possesses elongated wrist bones, or false thumbs, used for grasping bamboo. Preferring high forested mountain habitats, red pandas have adapted to endure extremely high altitudes. A survey of red pandas between 2007 and 2009 found that a majority of red pandas were confined to broadleaf and conifer forests, and found at between 8,000 and 12,000 feet. Some were also found living in forests at almost 14,000 feet above sea level. For some reason, the snow makes them even cuter. They feed mainly on bamboo shoots and leaves, but also on fruits and blossoms. Red pandas aren't strict vegetarians, as they also forage for insects, grubs, and even birds and small mammals. The Smithsonian's National Zoo and Conservation Biology Institute, in Washington, D.C., has been at the forefront of red panda conservation, with more than 100 surviving cubs born since 1962. Visiting this zoo would be one of the best places to observe the cutest animal in the world. Thank you for watching today's episode. Have you had an encounter with any of these adorable creatures? We would love to hear about it in the comments. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this.